I can only really speak for myself, but I believe that this lockdown, and furthermore this pandemic, has been hard for everyone, in one way or another. The fact that we're in a pandemic is stressful alone, but it's coupled along with the constant hearing about it in the news, and being stuck in one area the entire time, and the pressure due to the expectations that we'll be able to work just as efficiently in this situation as we normally would. I know personally that it's really messed with me both physically and mentally. I usually have trouble working and working efficiently, but the difficulty to work or even get started on something has increased tenfold in this predicament that we're in. I know I've been performing worse in not only school, but when it comes to music, which is my passion. I haven't been as dedicated to sort of creating the same amount that I usually would. And not to mention the fact that we're all being forced to stay in our homes for an extended period of time, making every day feel the same. Wake up, go to bed, day in, day out. We all have a routine and nothing really changes. I have the same hellish pattern of waking up at midday and making my morning coffee when the sun's about to set. I can feel like drowning in the ocean, being dragged down into the depths of lethargy. I am of course exaggerating, but I'd be lying if I said that my experience during this pandemic hasn't been immensely painful for a number of reasons. The pandemic has been stressful, no doubt. That's why I'm reminded that it is important, now more than ever, to distract yourself. Life has been a mess lately. I feel like I've been drowning, which is dramatic, but and I feel like what has kept me grounded are my hobbies. Hobbies, or just distractions in general, are super important. They're useful in alleviating stress, and anything that can alleviate stress is useful, but especially so in this current crisis that we're in. What I've been doing personally to distract myself is A, talk with other people, and B, experience art. This is primarily done through music, but can also include activities such as watching films or reading books. These activities are helpful as they sort of help me to connect with other people, both directly through conversation and indirectly through learning of their experiences through what they've created. Conversation is valuable since I can keep up with my friends, which is great on its own, but I can also learn and understand how they've been doing through this lockdown, which can help me contextualize my own thoughts and feelings. Music has also been really valuable to me. Listening to it, or reading about it, or talking to other people about it. Through listening to music, the artist is putting out their thoughts and feelings, and through that you can sort of connect with this person you've never met and at least try to understand them. In a time where the most I can connect with someone who I don't live with is through hearing my neighbors in their backyard inadvertently because I had my window open. The human connection that these activities can bring really help me stay grounded in a sense. I'm not happy, but I'm also not, losing my mind due to lockdown. These distractions from everything prove to be super important to maintaining mental wellness, and I believe this to go for most people, if not everyone. And to sort of support my beliefs here, I have interviewed some friends of mine, hi, so I guess this is the part where I interview you. How have you been finding lockdown? Have you had any difficulties with just sort of the pandemic in general?
It's kind of boring because you can't meet people, you can't meet your friends or nothing, so it's kind of lonely. Yeah.
I don't really mind not being outside, but inside of school and doing work, it's been a bit hard to find motivation. That's the main thing.
That we're just stuck inside mostly for 9% of this pandemic, and that life isn't really the same. It's like you have to be careful of COVID and wearing masks and
the ongoing of school, because school in general is just stressful, and there's still an expectation that you're supposed to be a good student.
I've had one difficulty, and that was with PC parts going up in value by 500%. So I just could not find any at all. It cost me $1,000 for one part.
Yeah. So what have you been doing to sort of relax and alleviate some of the stress that the pandemic has brought on?
I do be doing a lot of sleeping, hitting them 12 hours often.
Taking time to chill and not do work helps. Video games, that also helps. Music practice, even though it is part of part of my technically schoolwork, it's very relaxing because it's what I enjoy doing.
Basic stuff that everyone does is play games, listen to music, talk to friends when I can, and just try to go outside and get some exercise when I can.
Doing a lot of like hobbies stuff. I've also been studying. One game in particular, Stardew Valley, which kind of sparked everything that like got me into gardening, got me into like culinary stuff, and it was just a relaxing thing. And I've been listening to music. I mean,
Playing lots of video games, reading a lot. Yeah, work, school, although that kind of brings on the stress.
All right. And how exactly do these activities help you to sort of alleviate the stress?
You don't have to think about doing schoolwork.
It just gives me something else to concentrate on.
With exercise, it's good to just at least get out of the house. It's better than staying inside 24/7 without going anywhere.
it's hard to explain. They're calming. They distract me from the current like carnage that's going on, especially in America, and at the moment, ravaging New South Wales, which is sad.
You know, it keeps me distracted, gives me things to do. Yeah, and it just lets me connect with people throughout the pandemic.
All right, thank you. So, to summarize, I don't know, lockdown's been hard. It's been tough for a variety of reasons, from the being stuck in one place all the time to the constant news coverage of it. And I feel like the only thing that's really been keeping me grounded has sort of been these distractions. I find that with them, it still sucks, but they help me feel a little bit more comfortable. And sometimes that's all you really need. Okay, let's take one, I guess.
Overlook.